Hey everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds, and this is the June unboxing of the Mystery Tackle Box Pro Walleye Species Specific Box. I'd really like to be doing this outside, but it has been a crazy windy spring. We have like weeks at a time where the wind just does not stop, and as much as I would like to be out in the yard right now, taking advantage of the sunlight to do these recordings, that ain't gonna happen until the wind settles down, so here I am. Let's get to it. MysteryTackleBox.com if you want to check them out. Let's see what we get for the month of June. June is usually a pretty decent month for walleye fishing, so any walleye specific tackle that I get is usually a good thing for this time of year. Alright, so find the what's in the box card. Here it is, so we can keep track of the value. Now, Guggen Squad. So, Guggen Squad. I'm still on the fence on these. I still get a balance of comments, good and bad. It seems like a lot of people don't like their antics on YouTube as opposed to not liking the baits themselves. I don't watch other YouTube channels all that often, to be honest, so I couldn't tell you what I think of them. But as far as the baits go, I've been pretty pleasantly surprised so far. Let's just see if we can get in to it. This is the Guggen Squad Scout in collaboration with Catchco. One thing I will say I don't like about the Guggen Squad stuff so far is I've gotten it like 3 months in a row now. It'd be nice to mix it up and get some variety of stuff, but is what it is. So diving depth is 4 to 6 feet, perfect for walleye. Could maybe go a little bit, you know, up to 8 feet would probably be ideal, but up to 6 feet is still pretty good for a morning and evening bite. So it's 4 1/3 inch, it's a 1/2 ounce weight. It's got a fancy reflective sticker of some sort. Nope, just a reflective box insert. The bait itself looks pretty decent. It's got nice hooks on it. Right off the bat I noticed that. It's translucent. You can see through it for the most part. It's got a faint hint of holographic foil there if you sort of twist it in the light. And you can see the ball bearings inside that I'm assuming give it a bit of a rattle. So pretty subdued rattle, but a rattle in there. And not a bad blue color on top either. Of course they got their Guggen Squad logo eyes, which I don't mind. It actually is a nice flashy eye. Good profile, nice baitfish sort of pattern. I like the blue color. I like that sort of, you know, blue on top and then the clear with the holographic foil for the flash on the body. I don't mind that at all. Solid white on the bottom. Should give a pretty decent presentation in the water. This is perfectly appropriate for walleye. It is valued at $9.99 US. So 13 bucks, 14 bucks Canadian, 13.50 probably around there. That's about normal. Little on the high side, but I would expect to pay that price for something like this if I was to go and get it full price at a local store. So I'll be interested to try that out. The Vesper Crystal Reaper, MTB exclusive, which usually means the color, because of course the Crystal Reaper is available all over the place with multiple colors. So the MTB exclusive color on all the lures that I've seen that claim that is this sort of purple and a mix of yellow or chartreuse on the bottom. It's a nice color actually. I do like the MTB exclusive color. I have it on a few lures now. Some bigger crankbaits that you can actually see more of the color, and it is a really nice purple color, and it actually does work pretty well. It's a good combination. The Crystal Reaper from Vesper is it's a good walleye jigging minnow or whatever you call these. This color is called Bruised Craw. The model, just a bunch of numbers. So it's 5 grams, whatever that works out to for ounces. Got a bit of weight to it. So this is something that you would use for vertical jigging. Typically I only get these in ice fishing boxes. This is not something that I would usually throw for cast and retrieve, or that I would jig with off the boat on open water. This is something that ice fishing, when you got the ice hole, for whatever reason, this is more of an ice fishing lure. I don't see why it wouldn't work in the open water if you wanted to jig with something, but typically they're in open water for whatever reason, and I honestly couldn't tell you the reason. I just never ever use these, and I never see anybody using these around here. We have better jigging options usually for open water. Couldn't tell you the exact reason why, but I just know that is the case. So something that I probably won't use for walleye until the next ice fishing season. But they are really nice lures. The Vexan makes some nice stuff, and these Crystal Reapers are a really nice jigging minnow. I particularly like their hooks, their treble hooks that have these sort of glass beaded bottoms, and they have sort of a flashy rhinestone thing there on the bottom. So you do get bites on these when you use them. This is Vexan Crystal Reaper, $4.99 US. Yeah, so $7-8 Canadian. That's perfectly appropriate for a Vexan Crystal Reaper. Nothing wrong with that. I'll definitely make use of it, just like I said, not in open water. So I'm not sure if other people in other places use these in open water. Leave a message down in the comments and let me know where you guys are using these. It's just locally, it's not something that we use here. Number 2, Aberdeen hooks. The exact same pack of 20 that I got in last month's box. So how many number 2 Aberdeen hooks do I really need? Probably not that many. It's just a filler item, but it is taking up some of the value. $4.99 US for a pack of 20 hooks. It's not a terrible price, but it'd be nice to get a variety of hooks and not the same ones month after month. Sort of similar to the idea of always getting Guggen Squad stuff. It's not like it's bad. I'll make use of it, but it'd be nice to start getting a bit of a variety. Some jig heads from Stopper Lures. Best jig heads is what they're labeled as. I mean, they're just basic ball jig heads. I have a million of these. I'll make use of them. Jigging a minnow is sort of your classic walleye jigging technique, so nothing wrong with it. $2.99 US for a pack of 4 is pretty crazy expensive, considering I can go to the local gas station and I can get ball jig heads exactly like this in a variety of colors. I can buy them in bulk for 40 cents per jig head. Sometimes if they're on sale or if they're a local guy making them, it's 25 cents a jig head. $3 US, which works out to $5 Canadian for 4 jig heads. Not a chance. Phantom Voodoo, Phantom Lures Voodoo Shad, the VS7. This looks like a nice lure, actually. I'm not familiar with Phantom Lures. I don't think I've gotten much, if anything, from them. Voodoo Shad 7-inch Bumblebee is the color. I really like the bright colors of this, actually. So this is the Bumblebee color. It's got this nice gold, it's almost like a fire tiger pattern, but it's got gold striping. It's got this nice chartreuse belly and this nice bright orange stripe. It really stands out. It's a very vibrant looking lure. I like the profile. I like the sort of fatter belly and the long-ish narrow tail. I enjoy that profile. It usually works pretty good. Looks like a decent quality lure. The hooks look not too bad. It's got the red front hook and then the black back hook. And the dive bill looks nice and sturdy. Nothing that looks off about this. It's like I said, it's a lure company that I'm not familiar with. Dives 10 to 12 feet. That's perfect for walleye in June. It's absolutely appropriate. They like this color. I've used this color to success before. One of the things that I love when lure companies put the dive depth on the lure itself. So all in all, this looks pretty decent. No rattle in it, but that's fine. I'm interested to see how this is a nice like squared off dive bill with a pretty interesting angle compared to where the eyelet is. So I'm interested to see how that actually performs in the water, what kind of action I get out of that long narrow tail. I'm looking forward to trying that. That's something I will absolutely make use of. Phantom Lures Voodoo Shad, $7.99 US, $12 Canadian-ish. My conversions might be off. I'm just ballparking it, and I will get better at that going forward, but ballparking it, I'm thinking $12-ish, 11 or 12, and that is, for a nice lure like that, that looks decent. I think that's an appropriate price. I think that's probably what I would end up paying if I was to go to a local store. Catch Co sticker, always like those. Some Big Bite Baits Pro Series, Big Bite Baits. So again, I've been getting lots of these. It'd be nice to sort of get more of a variety. but they are nice plastics. These are really nice. Big Bite Limit Maker. I like the name. The Limit Maker. So these are just a nice fork tail. Oh, no, that's not a fork tail, it's a single. It's bouncing around so much it was hard to tell, so you can obviously see that it's tons and tons of action on that. Single, again, that long, narrow tail on this plastic, a long, narrow profile on the body of this thing, which is nice. It mimics a variety of different bait fish, and if you have a darker color, that long, narrow profile, sometimes they'll mistake it for a leech or a bug of some sort. So it's kind of a multi-purpose shape, and you get a variety of strikes on it from a variety of fish. So with this color, this will definitely attract some walleye. This will definitely attract some smallmouth bass, which I'm excited for. I like this profile. This color is really nice. Lots of sparkle in there, lots of silver and blue sparkle in sort of this translucent gray plastic. Nice plastic. Big Bite Baits makes some decent stuff. Definitely some scent on there. Bit of a sweeter smelling scent. Nothing too strong, and it's not oily or anything like that, so it's very subtle. Nothing wrong with that. It's only a pack of 1, 2, 3. It's only a pack of 5, but it's only $2.35 US. That's a reasonable price for a small pack like that, absolutely. And nice plastics. Nothing wrong with that. I will definitely use those for smallmouth bass in particular, but probably catch some walleye on them as well. Last up, we have the Weston Tees, the Ring Tees, mixed colors. Oh, so it's a multi-pack. That's cool. I like getting variety packs like this. Weston Ring Tees ST. Open this up. I don't get a lot of Weston plastics. I have a decent number of Weston swim baits and a few of their crankbaits, but I don't get a ton of plastics from them, so I can't really speak to the quality of their plastic. The colors are nice. I like the variety pack for sure. So I get this variety pack. Different colors. There's like a chartreuse one on the bottom that with a bright orange tail. That excites me. I think that'll work really well. I love the color on this. They have their, again, going with this long sort of narrow profile theme of this box. Long sort of narrow profile body. It's got the ribbing on the body, but the body itself is very long, very narrow. Tapers off to this long narrow tail and then a small paddle tail on the end with their logo stamped into the bottom. That's a nice touch. Gonna get lots of action off that. Again, these long narrow profiles, they're very, very twitchy. These are very sensitive to rod twitches and pauses and quick reeling through the water. So you'll get tons of action off that. Good solid head. Bit of a scent, again, a very subtle sort of scent, but it is there. It's not heavy, it's not, you don't feel it on your fingers, but you can definitely smell it. And then just a good variety of colors. I'm looking forward to trying these. I think that, yeah, if one color doesn't work, you have the option to quickly switch to another color. So, not bad at all. The price on these, the Weston Ring Tees ST, $6.99 US for a pack of 6. So, 7, 9, 10 bucks Canadian. Yeah, again, this is more of a premium package, premium brand, these Weston stuff. So that's about what I would pay locally. That's in the ballpark for sure. So nothing in this box, that's it for the box. Nothing in this box that's entirely unreasonable for price, except the jig heads, which, I mean, they can only package jig heads and price them so cheaply, I guess, but I would never go out and buy a pack of jig heads like this for that price. What did I say they were? $3 US, so $5 Canadian. Like I said, I can go to the local gas station and probably find a local guy that makes them for 25 cents a pop. And even if it's not a local guy making them, just generic brand ones that look the exact same, function the exact same, I might pay 40, 50 cents per jig head. I'm not paying $1 per jig head, you know, or anything like that, or 75 cents a jig head. That is just ridiculous. Everything else here was fairly appropriately priced, which I like. I'm excited for, in particular, this Phantom Voodoo. I think this will work really well. I'm looking forward to trying that. It's a good dive depth. That 10 to 12 will be the depth of water that I will be fishing. This time of year, I usually try and sit in 10 to 12 feet, maybe 13, 14, but then if you can dive down to that, if you're sitting in 14 feet of water or 13 feet of water and you can dive down to that 10 feet, 12 feet and draw them up to chase it, it's perfect. Same reason that I would have liked if this dived down to about 8, because if I'm sitting in 10 to 12 feet of water, again, draw this up above them, make them come in for the strike. But 6 feet is still pretty decent, and it looks like a good color. So overall, I'm happy with this box. I think it's a decent box. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're there, don't forget you can like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot for the channel. We are coming up on 1,000 subscribers pretty quickly here, so I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that. Thanks to everybody for watching. I'm going to pack this all up and try and get something done outside with all the wind going on. We'll see if I actually succeed or not. But until next time, I'll see you outside.